Lauren Sanchez's relationship with her ex may have set sail, but he's still showing his support when it comes to her marrying the love of her life, Jeff Bezos. TMZ reported that Tony Gonzalez and his wife, October Toby Gonzalez, will watch the blushing bride walk down the aisle.
The A-listers are here too. Bill Gates, the Kardashians, pals Oprah Winfrey and Gayle King, Usher, Tom Brady, Orlando Bloom, and Ivanka Trump and Jared Kushner. And just like the bride and groom, everyone travels by boat.
Nothing screams romance like Amazon Prime slippers at a billionaire's wedding. If you thought money could buy taste, Lauren Sanchez just proved otherwise. At her wildly extravagant wedding to Jeff Bezos, the party favors looked more like late-night panic buys than curated luxury. Women were handed fuzzy Amazon slippers, while men strutted in velvet loafers that screamed, "Wannabe Hugh Hefner." The internet roasted them mercilessly.
Right down to the Bezos impersonator in St. Mark's Square. After exchanging vows yesterday on the island of San Giorgio, the Bezos Sanchez's are throwing a final party today. And tomorrow, everyone heads home, leaving barely a ripple in a city which has seen the famous and their fortunes come and go for more than 1,000 years. Elizabeth Palmer, CBS News, London.
The kicker? Lauren reportedly micromanaged every detail. So yes, that means she signed off on the slippers. Savage. She said, "I do." And so did every D-lister with a publicist. Lauren's guest list was like a desperate influencers explore page. Kim K, Katy Perry, Kris Jenner, and Leonardo DiCaprio all made appearances. But let's be real. How many of these people were actual friends, and how many just wanted that Bezos yacht selfie?
The A-listers are here too. Bill Gates, the Kardashians, pals Oprah Winfrey and Gayle King, Usher, Tom Brady, Orlando Bloom, and Ivanka Trump and Jared Kushner. And just like the bride and groom, everyone travels by boat.
Rumor has it, guests were given brand guidelines on what to post. Yes, guidelines, because nothing says authenticity like curated clout. The whole thing screamed networking event more than a celebration of love. A few eagle-eyed fans even noticed guests arriving and leaving within the hour, sparking whispers of photo op pit stops. And while celebrities do love a spectacle, this one felt especially hollow. Lauren, ever the master of media manipulation, seemed to treat her wedding like a branded event, part award show, part Met Gala, and all about the optics. If weddings are supposed to reflect who you are, this one showed us that Lauren is here for the likes, the legacy, and the labels. She didn't just marry up, she rocket launched her way to the top. Lauren Sanchez's dating history reads like a billionaire's LinkedIn. First, she had a child with NFL star Tony Gonzalez. Then she bagged Hollywood's most powerful agent, Patrick Whitesell. And now, she's locked down Jeff Bezos himself. Coincidence? Not a chance. Lauren has played the long game, and honey, she played it well. It's not just her relationships, it's how she leveraged them. From anchoring news shows to producing documentaries, Lauren used her connections like a GPS for the fast lane. Some might call it ambition. Others call it a gold medal performance in strategic social climbing. Every man in her life seemed to elevate her platform, and every breakup, a stepping stone. But let's give credit where it's due. Lauren's no damsel in designer. She's smart, calculated, and knows exactly what rooms to be in. If love is a battlefield, she's a decorated general. Still, one can't help but wonder, is it love or a LinkedIn merger? Because Bezos didn't just get a wife, he got a PR machine with lashes longer than his Blue Origin flight. Alexa, read Jeff's sex to Lauren.
We do move now to what could be the wedding of the year. Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sanchez tying the knot in Venice, but not everyone is welcoming the happy couple.
Oh wait, the whole world already did. Lauren and Jeff's relationship started with enough scandal to fill an entire season of The Crown. The two began their steamy affair while Lauren was still married, and Bezos was the world's most powerful bookworm. But things didn't stay private for long. In a plot twist worthy of daytime TV, Lauren's own brother leaked Bezos' love notes to the National Enquirer, and they were spicy. We're talking next-level cringe. I want to smell you. Yeah, Jeff, we know you own Whole Foods, but tone it down. The leaks led to a media circus, complete with legal threats, defamation claims, and a The contrast couldn't be sharper. One uses wealth to help, the other to throw DJ sets with Usher. Mackenzie doesn't need velvet slippers or drone shows to stay relevant. She just writes a check, disappears, and somehow ends up in everyone's good graces. It's no surprise people are side-eyeing the Sanchez Bezos circus while applauding Mackenzie's quiet power moves. Turns out, you can make headlines without screaming for attention. When in Venice, why not throw a billion-dollar foam party with a pajama dress code? The Sanchez Bezos wedding itinerary was so over the top it made Versailles look like a Motel 6. From silk-themed dinners to foam-covered dance floors, it was giving Great Gatsby on steroids. There were pajama parties, yes, really, 3 a.m. DJ sets, and rumors of private gondola serenades that cost more than your rent. Critics didn't hold back. With the world grappling with inflation, war, and climate crisis, this wedding felt like a tone-deaf Netflix special. It wasn't just rich, it was aggressively rich. Even locals in Venice reportedly rolled their eyes at the spectacle. And while the guests partied like it was the end of the world, social media lit up with side-by-side comparisons to dystopian fiction. Picture it, Bezos in silk pajamas sipping champagne while the world burns. Honestly, all that was missing was a Hunger Games salute. One thing's for sure, subtlety didn't make the guest list. New couple alert? Or just a case of too much Prosecco and bad lighting? Hollywood's rumor mill went into overdrive when cameras caught Sydney Sweeney and Orlando Bloom looking very cozy at the Bezos bash. The internet nearly imploded as blurry photos emerged, lingering glances, close whispers, and one very suspicious hand placement. But wait, plot twist. Orlando reportedly left the party with a mystery woman who was definitely not Sydney. Meanwhile, Sydney was seen dancing the night away with everyone from Tom Brady to Brooks Nader. It was less hookup and more co-star chemistry meets open bar. But fans don't care about facts, they care about fan fiction. Within hours, TikTok was flooded with Sydney Lando edits and speculative DMs. And Lauren's wedding became less about vows and more about viral drama. Let's be real. What's a billionaire party without at least one scandalous almost romance? If nothing else, it gave the internet something to ship besides Bezos' next drone. Kim looked like she'd rather be at jury duty. For all the money spent, some of the celebrity guests looked like they showed up by mistake or under duress. Usher showed up in a "what are those" outfit, while Kris Jenner looked like she was headed to a board meeting, not a wedding. The Kardashians as a whole gave "we're here for the check" energy, and honestly, same. It was a red carpet without the charm, a Met Gala without the camp. The vibe? Awkward chic meets influencer fatigue? And let's talk body language guests were clock watching, side-eyeing, and clinking champagne like it was a hostage negotiation. Even the usually unbothered Leonardo DiCaprio looked, well, bothered. Maybe it was the matching pajamas. Or maybe, just maybe, the highway.